Hi YouTube, FT here. This is the first non-blowback pistol I've ever owned, and it is of course a copy of the Ruger, and this is the Mark II. You can get it in black or you can get it in dual tone. So you get the manual with it. So this is a CO2 non-blowback 6mm airsoft pistol. It's got a green optic sight. You're not going to be able to see with this light, it bleaches it out, that's the problem. There we go, that might be better. It's non-blowback, so this doesn't work. It's 1.6 joules according to the label. It feels really comfortable in the hand. I love the fluting, that's why I got the Mark II. This is the safety here. So down it's fire, and up it's safe. A bit awkward to get off. I suppose you've got to push that back and pull that down. So that's the magazine. Comes with two Allen keys, one for the CO2 and this one here is a small one to go in and adjust the hop up. Now it's got one here as well. I believe it's the same size. I'll have to check that out. It might be a bit bigger, and I'll have to experiment with that because I want to be able to replace this with a silencer. Made in Taiwan. It's ASG branded. Quite a thin magazine. I've got here a box. A box with a few BBs in it. So the field stripping of this can be quite awkward. And on the grip has a lever here that you pull up, pull this out, and this is the top of it. This whole pin drops down. You just give it a shove forward and lift it up, and it comes off. And the barrel part, this is all metal. The bolt can now be slid out, and that's about it, except if you pull on this little lever here you can take your inner barrel out, and that's your hop up there, which you access through that tiny hole there. So to put this back in, just reverse what we've done, making sure the hop up is going the right way, and then it will just lock into place. Push this back. And these two notches here line up with these two slots in there, and you just give it a push back. You now have to get the pin back through this hole from underneath here. That seemed okay. It's okay, got the brain going right, push it down. It's a bit awkward. So I've just taken this label off, it's stuck on this side, just peeled it off, 1.6 joules, and cleaned this up with a sticky label remover. Now the front sights, they are removable. by using an Allen key on here, and the whole lot comes off. But they're fibre optic. The rear sights are fixed, they're not adjustable, and they're just the big blade type. The charging handle is of course locked in place with this peg that comes in through the rear of the grip. This is your safety lever. Up is safe, down is fire. And that is basically it. Takes the 12-gram CO2 cylinder. I've no idea how long it will last. It's very comfortable in the hand and it's a nice weight. I've just loaded this magazine up. It's got the pull down little notch here, but you can't lock it in place, so you have to pull it down, keep it down, and then load the BBs and just gently load it up. And it holds 15 single stacks. I instinctively go here for a magazine release, which will take a bit of getting used to, because the magazine release is this little catch at the bottom of the mag. It's a little awkward to disconnect, but I suppose a bit of practice, you'll get used to it. That's what this is for, I think. Do that and then pull it out. Right, so I've got a Swiss Arms CO2 cartridge here. I'll put it in because I just want to hear what it sounds like. First thing I'm going to do is take all of these BBs out. There we go, the magazine's now empty. So here are the two Allen keys. This one, small one, goes in here, and you can feel it go into place, and when it's in place you can turn the hop up or down. And this one is for the CO2. Let me just pull that down a bit. The CO2 should go in from this side. Yep. I'll just get it to bite. There we go. Right, so this is totally empty. This is going to be a dry fire. I just want to hear what it sounds like and get an idea of the amount of gas, because it's not using any gas to operate the blowback mechanism. That's why you get the power out of it. So let's just see what happens here. Yeah, it sounds really good as well. Don't know if this is the right size for here. Yes, it is. I'll have a play with that later. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you on another video. Cheers!